crypto dating scams where fraudsters convince people to put their money into fake cryptocurrency investments. The analytics firm Chain Analysis says more than $7.7 billion was stolen in cryptocurrency fraud worldwide in 2021. Our consumer investigative correspondent Anna Werner shows us just how devastating those scams can truly be.
I think the biggest thing that I will be sad about is not being able to share anything with her.
24-year-old Nicole Hutchinson lost her mother Cynthia in February 2020.
Any memories or experiences?
After her death, Hutchinson inherited her mother's house, which she sold, splitting the proceeds with her father, $280,000 each. Money, she says, to help pay for her 94-year-old grandmother's assisted living and help her and her dad.
That was going to be our launch pad for him to retire easily and for me to start my life.
A new life in California, and to start meeting people there, she joined the dating site Hinge. She says she soon met a man named Hal, and they became friends.
He started asking questions about my family and my past experiences.
It was a connection that felt even stronger, she says, when he told her he came from the same town in China from where Hutchinson was adopted.
We kind of bonded over that.
Soon, she says, he was telling her about one of his hobbies, cryptocurrency investing, and he suggested she too could invest.
I'm like, I've never invested in my life. I don't know anything about cryptocurrency either, so I was very skeptical.
Not to worry, he said in a text, this is my field. I can be your teacher. First, he told her to create an account on a legitimate site, crypto.com. Then he sent her a link and told her to transfer money there to what he said was a cryptocurrency exchange platform. She started small, but says soon she was investing larger amounts, $26,000, $49,000, $73,000.
He just kept saying things like, look at this money that can help support your family. Obviously, that's what I wanted to do.
When her account began showing profits, she suggested to her father that he invest too, so he did. By December, their accounts showed a combined balance of $1.2 million, and Hutchinson decided it was time to cash out. That's when the site told her before she could withdraw her money, she'd have to pay a hefty tax bill of roughly $380,000.
That's when I was like, something's not right.
It wasn't. The cryptocurrency investments weren't real. All her and her father's funds had gone into the scammers' pockets. In all, $390,000 stolen.
I messed up my life. I messed up my dad's life.
She told me that it was all a scam.
Hutchinson's father, Melvin.
And all I could do was just hug her and tell her, it's okay. It's okay. And it was hard. It was hard because we lost everything.
They're not alone. A new report finds just in 2021, cryptocurrency scam victims lost more than $7.7 billion.
Anybody that's really trying hard to get you to invest in cryptocurrencies has a motive.
Rich Sanders investigates cryptocurrency scams as co-founder of company Cypherblade. We asked him to look at Nicole Hutchinson's transactions to see how she was scammed.
This does seem to be what's commonly referred to as a pig butchering scam.
That's right. It's called a pig butchering scam, where scammers patiently work their victims before moving in for the kill.
The name really comes from the fattening up before the slaughter.
In Hutchinson's case, he found her money started in those legitimate cryptocurrency accounts. But the links the crooks told her to transfer the money to were actually digital wallets belonging to the scammers. And his firm traced other money going to those fake addresses too, likely, he says, from other victims.
It is easily a 10+ million figure amount.
So you're saying conservatively they've scammed at least $10 million in your estimation?
Absolutely.
Money, he says, likely went to an organized ring of scammers operating out of Asia who prey on inexperienced victims.
I think he really played off that I was naive and not knowing anything about crypto and taking that and running with it.
Hutchinson and her father are now living in his RV.
I just hope others don't have to fall for it. So if me sharing the story helps that, then I'm so grateful.
As for the scammer, her father says,
I hope that there is some justice in life and he reaps his.
We don't know who the scammer or scammers were, of course, and that legitimate site crypto.com warns consumers to take steps to try to be sure that any accounts they're moving money into are legitimate. Now, the company says it takes a proactive approach to threats and immediately takes down any wallets online linked to a scam. That dating site Hinge also told us it takes fraud very seriously and has trained content moderators out looking for this sort of stuff. But Nate, it's really consumer beware. You have to be very careful.
Anna, I don't know everything about crypto, but I do know that money can disappear and it can be lost forever. Is there a chance for her and her father to get their money back?
It's not looking very hopeful for them to get any of that money back. She has reported this to the police. She even hired a private detective to look into it. But what the experts will tell you is that typically once the money is out of your control and into the scammer's control, it's gone. In fact, when we had the experts look at her transactions, they actually looked at associated transactions as well, and they think tied to these scammers, literally they found over $20 million lost.
Mind blowing, Anna. Thank you so much. This